I be on the next I am fresh to death, just call the coroner. I'm a native champ, you just a foreigner. Is that all you got? Come on, you boring us. Hey, looking for the champ, we on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to welcome back to arm wrestling this man. He hails from and is representing the land of the rising sun. Japan is the home of this multiple national champion and multiple WAF champion of the world. East versus West, arm wrestling fans, look upon Yoshinobu Kanai, North American arm wrestling icon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome this man to the table. He is hailing from and representing the United States of America, where he has been a multiple national champion. He is also a former East versus West champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up and show your
decades can understand that this match actually can be relevant. Watch for the endurance. Watch for the pseudo broke arm / King's move positioning. Yoshi Kanai, very tough to finish at the bottom of any arm wrestling match. However, if he can somehow do something with Todd Hutchings, it will be amazing and something not many, unless you are at the tip top of the spear, that you can come out with a win in a super match against the great Toddzilla.
Visually, you look at Yoshinobu Kanai, and he may not look physically impressive, but in his prime, this man was a devastating puller trap, and evidence of his courage. You're seeing it right now. He asked for Devon Larratt. He was offered Todd Hutchings and was excited by the prospect of pulling this man. Who the hell gets excited about pulling Todd Hutchings? I don't know. But I can tell you this. He wants this match very badly, and he feels like he's ready for the challenge. We're about to find out whether that is misplaced confidence, because there will be no backward steps in Toddzilla. This man knows no other way than hard. Back and side.
Center, elbow down.
Hutchings, the man in the blue trim. Yoshinobu Kanai of Japan. Here we go. Big drive, massive, massive attack from Toddzilla, but the brakes have gone on from Kanai. And already evidence of just how much power and determination the man from Japan has, and it is on Travis Pageant.
And he will not fade here. Todd Hutchings needs to do some adjusting here. A brief stand up here, but listen, what I told you is already evident. The young man is sticky at the bottom here. That pseudo broke arm / King's move, we just saw it. I hate to say I told you so, but ladies and gentlemen, wake up. We have a match.
And I can tell you, having been in matches, numerous, ridiculous matches, personally, with Yoshinobu Kanai, I can tell you that it is no fun at all when this man gets the brakes on you. He is a horrible man to arm wrestle in a long match.
And listen, there was some talk about him getting the exact position he got and Todd Hutchings not minding his hand and wrist being compromised. We've seen it in the past. That opening that you think you have against Toddzilla, that's where he's comfortable as well. But the yelling from Yoshi Kanai to let everyone know, hey, this is where I am completely comfortable. And let's be honest about what side of the table that he was able to do that on. Once that buckle is firmly on the other side, this match could be amazing. Ingen Terzi, it is a big question mark the whole community had. Why would he put Yoshi in such deep water against such a fantastic, unbelievable opponent? It's because the man's the best in the business, Neil Pickup. He knew it, he saw it, and he knew with this card it was worth giving it a shot. This could be it. Watch and see. Can Yoshi continue to bleed out Todd Hutchings?
Here we go. Hands come down on a big drive to the side from Toddzilla. And interestingly, he's trying to maintain the position there on the wrist. Doesn't want to sell that there. And Yoshi Kanai with a big scream and roar out to the crowd. It's an elbow foul, I believe, on Todd.
All right.
And that is the winner, Yoshi Kanai, with the first one.
How absolutely comfortable can you be in round one against the greatest American athlete that we have today? Yoshi Kanai, an unbelievable 10 years the younger athlete here. And my goodness, what an absolute tremendous round one for Yoshi Kanai. And I can see, I am not looking at Ingen Terzi, but there must be just a slight grin on the face, accepting all the pats on the back, telling you, my guy, when it comes to matchmaking, I know what I'm talking about. Yoshi Kanai putting on a show already. He has done something that not many thought that he was capable of.
Travis, only a couple of weeks ago, I was on a podcast with Engin and we were talking about the potential of Yoshi Kanai. The fantasy that he can come back in and mix it up at this level. If you want to see a masterclass of winning matches ugly, look no further than this man's resume. Yoshinobu Kanai has been in some of the most brutal, ridiculous, hardcore, ugly, downright filthy arm wrestling matches in the history of the game.
Can you go more?
And we might be about to see another one.
Okay.
Really interestingly, Todd Hutchings there trying to retain the wrist and hand position. He is concerned about the ugly style of the man he's facing here. If you can make Toddzilla think twice, what is wrong with you?
Rotate, guys.
Yoshi Kanai, welcome to East versus West.
Rotate.
Anyone out there thinking he wasn't capable? You know now that he is. And it is on. Here we go. Kanai in the red trim pulls to the back of the pad, and Toddzilla starting that diligent pressure to the side. Starts to sweep now, the American. And staying with that arm. We know how dangerous he is from this position, Travis. And he doesn't fade away. But you feel like Kanai is equal to it. He's horribly stretched open there. But we've seen him here so many times. And he's come back so effectively. Not the prettiest arm wrestling match. But it's only warming up. And Kanai tries to gain some position there and climb. Drives to the side there and tries to side pressure through Todd Hutchings, which, as anybody in arm wrestling will know, is ordinarily illegal in 2/3 of the world. But maybe not tonight in Turkey.
Cold chills are setting in. The elbow, look at the hand. Even Yoshi Kanai starting to get a little more of a bite. If Todd Hutchings stands up in that compromised hand, that's a push off the back. Whether they see it or not, I see the referee looking.
So
foul.
Alexander there saying first foul was before there, and he's called the foul. And you know the good news about that? Let's do it again.
Yeah, and listen, this is great because if you see Todd Hutchings in the position there, if you just stop the match at 5 seconds, no way Todd can lose. If you know Yoshi Kanai, that's exactly the place he wants to be. Neil Pickup, they both have 2 more counters here. Todd Hutchings couldn't be a better athlete to actually win in this position. However, no one here thought that this scenario was going to take place, except a couple of us knew that it was possible. Yoshi Kanai not only showing you that he can battle with Todd Hutchings, but this is the top of this weight class. What this means is this Asian athlete, out of rare, brutal competition for at least 4 to 5 years, can step right in and unbelievably be a world champion in the current hardest, maybe the hardest division, but by far the hardest promotion on the face of the earth before he started and as he tries this comeback. This is an absolute beautiful thing for any older arm wrestling wondering if he could dip his toe back in. I myself gave it a whirl a few months ago. Not an easy task. Yoshi Kanai showing us that anything is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat.
The cheeky approach there, halfway through, trying to drive on Hutchings to the side. Toddzilla is not done yet. The man is dripping with sweat. The effort is going in from both these arm wrestlers. But this is just warming up, and Kanai with a big move to the back of the pad again and tries to expose the hand and wrist of Toddzilla, and then working that pronation diligently. Doesn't have a great position on the hand and wrist, and Todd with the climb. Now this is better from Toddzilla, the North American, the evergreen. Toddzilla, Todd Hutchings, trying to finish Yoshi Kanai. And it's very rare you will face someone who is prepared to win and to contest a match this ugly. But it is Toddzilla with the win. And a much better approach to that match from Todd. He climbed the hand and wrist, and it's 1-1.
And two can play the game. Two can play the game. We have seen it in the past. If you're going to beat Todd Hutchings, you're going to compromise the hand and wrist there at the bottom. And then you must start climbing in order to get more of a bite and end up having enough purchase for that side pressure. What we've seen is Todd taking a little bit from his opponents in the past, and now you see the climb. Look at the absolute dominating fashion. The climb for Todd Hutchings was a huge part of that match. Now we'll see, is the layoff enough that Todd Hutchings' arm is definitely conditioned to go into this deep water?
Give Yoshi a little break here. He's been off the table at this level for so long, and his timing will be a little off, a little rusty. But the best news here for arm wrestling fans around the world is that Yoshi Kanai, win, lose or draw, is back, and he's back with a vengeance. What an addition to this weight class. What an addition to modern arm wrestling. Yoshi Kanai, welcome back, mate. We missed you. Phenomenal stuff. Toddzilla, Todd Hutchings pegs it back. 1-1 the score. Kanai of Japan, that's the man in the red trim, in the blue. Toddzilla, strap being applied. And what I've loved here also, Travis, is Todd's approach to that match was far more diligent and far less power focused than we'd seen. Yoshi had absolutely nothing on the hand and wrist. It was horribly exposed. Will he learn from that? Can he learn from that? Can he feel his hand? These are questions that will be answered.
Todd Hutchings with a little bit of a false start there, a little quick, but I can see the recipe. Todd now really pushing the height of the set grip. We'll see if Yoshi can stop the re-gripping of Todd Hutchings until it becomes insurmountable here. We saw it there in round 2. It doesn't always have to happen. We'll see the rising here. There it is. Todd started to do it, didn't actually raise the fingers up. Now the surge side pressure. It's close. He still hasn't adjusted his finger yet. It should happen right about now.
Oh, big elbow foul. Godzilla probably unaware of that initially as he drove forward, but as he did, Yoshi timed that bump and big back pressure, pulled his opponent right off the pad, and Todd gets the foul. Got to be a little careful now.
Side effect of rising with those fingers is that elbow sometimes will increase as well. Once it comes off of that pad, you're going to see quick the referees here. Listen, there's a lot of answers from both athletes. Much better start here with Yoshi. Watch the surge coming, and after the surge back to the middle, you'll see the re-grip. Once again, the surge staying there. It's going to have to, it demands a re-grip. There's the re-grip kind of height. It's actually, you gotta have enough control here to actually move the fingers. We'll see, and there's the start of the movement. Not as drastic as round 2. Yoshi Kanai still in the game. Todd Hutchings looking patient.
Yoshi Kanai trying to get a little A-side there. Has to reverse out of it. Looks towards that A-side position and trying to put the joint into Toddzilla as Todd goes on the attack now. Squares his body up a little bit to try and gain some height on the index finger. But it's Yoshi Kanai who has the connection on the strap enough to create problems for Todd. And as Todd tries to climb there, Yoshi was looking to get on that A side again. He's not got the best leverage here. He's a shorter arm, far smaller hand. But if it comes to heart and determination, Toddzilla is looking in a mirror, and Yoshi Kanai is still there. And the respect is evident as Todd looks across and smiles at Yoshi Kanai. And ladies and gentlemen, what a war here at East versus West 15. And this is an ugly, unbelievably entertaining mega battle. Both men are sold in the strap now.
There can't be a lot of feeling in either hand and wrist now. This is going to come out. Who's got more heart, Yoshi Kanai or Todd Hutchings? A surge. This is Hutchings is surging right now. Yoshi Kanai, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and show your love for two of the greatest middleweight / light heavyweight champions ever. Another foul from Todd Hutchings and a round 3 win for Yoshi Kanai.
Unbelievable match. Pure
I just gotta make
filth. And we love it. That was magnificent stuff. Toddzilla went to the bank on that one with an enormous drive, but in doing so, he got a second elbow foul, and once again, it has cost him. And this is ridiculous, Travis. I mean, let's look at that on the replay. Todd couldn't have sold it any harder. He really tried to box Yoshi in. And both men rubbing the arms there and feeling the pressure, feeling the intensity of this war that we are in. What a match here at East versus West.
Both of these athletes completely compromised at this point. I have no idea, and I'm sure they don't know either. Is it better to hold on, or is it better to try to win? We've seen with Yoshi the patience there, waiting. Todd Hutchings, for whatever reason, 4 elbow fouls when he is trying to get the win. This is an absolute juggernaut here of a match. I am not sure. My heart is all over rooting for Toddzilla in the United States of America, but my goodness, my brain tells me this is 50-50, Neil Pickup. What a great showing here. And this is not even a title match. Once again, I said it earlier, if there's a stoppage there at the bottom, we may have a contender for the match of the day. And I would say from right now, it looks like this is it.
Unbelievable. Kanai in the red trim leads by 2 pins in this dramatic match. Toddzilla, Todd Hutchings, a look of concern on his face there. He knows exactly what he's in with now, and Yoshi really feeling the pressure also. Both men have gone to the bank. They've gone beyond, through their elastic limit, and they love it. There is never a better show of respect than both men looking across, smiling at each other. What a match. They're taking a piece of each other home from this one. Incredible.
And you know, somewhere in Arizona, there's a young man, we call him the GOAT, watching this match with a big smile on his face, telling everybody. That used to happen to me too. You were wondering how good Yoshi Kanai is. You cannot say it any louder than he is saying it to you right now. Once again, round 4, we're in the match 5 seconds, and no one can tell me that they know what's taking place.
Yoshi Kanai is still very much there and sticky at the base. The strap is tight. He has a good connection. And you can see Toddzilla looking at the angles, trying to make sure that he doesn't get any infringements on that elbow, but he did so. And it's so hard to gain height on Yoshi. His timing was solid on that occasion. And as Toddzilla looks across to his lady in the corner, a look of concern on her face. Why? Because he didn't bring enough pairs of slip-on shoes, and she knows that she's going to be tying Todzilla's shoelaces for at least 3 days, because there is no way that he's going to be able to do it.
And listen, that annoying guy that's sitting next to you as you either watch this live or you are joined in the 40,000 pay-per-view guys plus here, if that annoying guy that's sitting beside you is telling you, why doesn't the bald-headed guy stop fouling? the truth is that is 100% all Yoshi Kanai putting the brakes on. The feeling is there. If you try to rise, your elbow will come off the back. If you try to pin him, your arm will start to open up. There is an absolute problem here for Todd Hutchings. Can he somehow force Yoshi to pin him and him not subject himself to the 6th and 3rd loss because of fouls? What a match. What a match.
Here we go. We're underway and a big drive to the side, and Yoshi Kanai gets the wrist and hand compromise of Toddzilla, and he's looking to stand it up there and climb and rise himself. And what an incredible battle we are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought this? I thought it was very, very hard to imagine Yoshi coming back in at this level and doing what he is doing right now. But Yoshi Kanai is proving myself and everybody else wrong and putting Toddzilla through the ringer. What a match. Tries to drive forward, mistimes it, and Hutchings with the win. The best possible outcome for us, because we got to go again, ladies and gentlemen. What an incredible matchup.
Great job from Toddzilla there. 100% not giving any more fouls to Yoshi Kanai. We'll just space it out here and see if the young man will make a mistake, and he does. Todd Hutchings, listen, if he comes back to win this, it just is a shining example of what an extraordinary athlete. And listen, regardless of how this ends up here in round 5, everyone's going to talk about the unbelievable showing of Yoshi Kanai. Please do not forget how much patience is needed in that match if you don't stand up and foul. Toddzilla, extraordinary effort here. Let's see if he can be as composed and as professional as he just was there. One more round for the young man from the USA to escape this unbelievable, what was this? This is like the biggest setup in the history of the world.
Good job.
Hey,
Good job.
Todd, you mind pulling Yoshi? Are you kidding me? Easy work, Ingen. We'll see, says the community.
Yoshi Kanai, Toddzilla, Todd Hutchings in an epic match. Another wonderful match delivered by these two magnificent arm wrestlers. 2-2 the score. This is the deciding round here at East versus West 15. And all around the Green Park, fingers across, that we see another screamer, the likes of which we've just been witnessing. Neither one of these men really deserves to lose. It's been that kind of battle. And you can understand why both are so popular throughout the world of arm wrestling from those who know. And one thing I can say with confidence about Yoshi Kanai, he has gained himself legions of new fans here tonight. Toddzilla has underlined why people love it. Here we go. The hammer is down for both men, and Yoshi tries to anchor that elbow and retain his position as Todd adjusts his feet and starts to squeeze over to the side. Better position for the American right now. He has the height, but Yoshi's still there. And you feel like the man from Japan will look to try and find a way back into this on that rise of Toddzilla. Alex looking very carefully at the matchup, but neither man taking a breath. And it's Todd that chases. And I think it may have been an elbow foul on Yoshi. Little push forward from Toddzilla.
Yes, very lucky. That could have went either way, ladies and gentlemen. Todd Hutchings looking super poised there. That was, in my opinion, the best round for Todd Hutchings when it comes to his non-verbal communication. Him actually looking like he has kind of figured it out. He knows my guy's going to be a little stubborn there at the bottom, but instead of panicking, let me just relax here. Hard hit. Once again, Todd kind of going towards the pin pan. There it is. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, what about that?
Great job here.
Wow.
Couldn't ask for anything more. Yoshi did exactly what no one thought he could do, yet it wasn't complete damage for the brand of the American. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America, I could hear you praying and yelling from your seats. not many Americans in here, in the building here live, but if you were like me, you said a little prayer right up there to wherever you do your religious content there, and you put a word in for Toddzilla. And once again, listen, you would think that this is all Yoshi this, Yoshi that. This took a lot of poise from Todd Hutchings to able to recognize the war he was in and get the job done. Hats off to Toddzilla.
He will be with Real Ipinge and will catch up with Toddzilla, Todd Hutchings. Wow. Side pressure there from Toddzilla. Gets him the win. Relentless as always. Toddzilla finds a way through the resurgent Kanai.
Still everyone's favorite uncle, Toddzilla! What a roller coaster of a match.
Yeah, it's that geometry's hard for one, hard for me. So, the power I felt good, but man, elbow fouls. Holy smokes, I'm growing them today.
Travis said Yoshi had a king's move before there was a king's move.
I think so. Yeah, and I expected that. I was just afraid he was gonna sneak a shoulder in there and press me over. That's what I was really worried about. But then towards the end, when neither one of us could close our hands, I knew it was just brute strength. So, strong man. Holy shit, that son of a bitch is strong.
Almost everyone counted Yoshi out. He's not gonna get a single pin. It's not even gonna be close. Is this reality check for everyone? There's still monsters everywhere.
There's monsters lurking in the Pacific for sure.
So now, what do you want next? We talked about you weighed in 97 kilos, right?
A little over 96, but he was light too. He's probably close to 97, 98 as well. So I mean, we were both small.
Engin, what does Toddzilla has to do to get a title shot?
Not today.
This guy deserves a title shot for 95 kilo for sure. 105 kilo, maybe one match, and then yes. But I want to ask to the crowd, at some point, who does he want to see a rematch of this, the same match? Yeah, at some point, yeah. Yeah, it was incredible match, Todd. It was incredible, yeah. Yeah. I knew that if he just somehow would have some pronator, and if he stops you where Ongarbev and Prudnik stop you, it would be a long match, and it happened as it is.
I've pulled other King's moves before, but I ain't never pulled one like that. So.
Man, absolutely impressive. Both you and Yoshi, Engin setting this match up. He know his shit. Amazing. East versus West 15, just keeping delivering. Toddzilla!
And people complains that East versus West event is long. Who wouldn't want to see a match like that?